Jumped in, doing sports. Hi everyone and welcome to Ancient Sports Academy in our new LitFilmFest classroom. It's great to see you all. This week we are going to be editing in today's lesson, editing the instructions that we did in lesson 3 last week. So if you haven't done that, check it out, you're missing out. And we'll be editing so that we can film in the lesson afterwards in the next lesson. And then after we filmed, we'll be starting the next part of our Instruction Ancient Sports Academy session thing. We're going to be looking at building our own sports club and how you can do that and how you can get other people involved with the sport that you've picked. Hopefully you haven't picked Pocket Talk because it means that you have to sacrifice half of your friends who don't win the game. Okay, I'm going to give you a set of instructions now to follow. I'd like you to grab a t-shirt. Don't keep your t-shirt on that you've got on, please. Okay, off you go, you got 20 seconds, get a shirt, quick! What are you doing sitting here? Get a t-shirt, quick, be careful! Carefully walk around the house if you're not allowed to run around the house. Quick, get it! Get the t-shirt! We're gonna start the instructions! Get ready! I'm gonna give you something to do, quick! Get the t-shirt! Okay, you sitting ready with a t-shirt? You sitting ready with a piece of clothing? Preferably a t-shirt? Okay, let's go. So I'd like you to follow these instructions, and as we go through them, what makes them good instructions? What are the effective techniques that you can identify as we go through this together? So, introduction. Is your room messy? Today I'm going to show you how to fold a t-shirt in under 2 seconds. Whoa! This method works with any sleeve top, such as a t-shirt, polo top, or shirt, and with a bit of practice, can be done very quickly. All you need to begin is a clean and folded t-shirt. The method. Start by taking a short sleeved shirt and laying it flat on its back. Then we need to draw an imaginary line halfway between the top and the bottom of the shirt. Then another one halfway between the center line of the shirt and the outside edge. The point where the lines cross is point A. The point at the top is B. The point at the bottom is C. So you can see those imaginary lines in the diagram, in the illustration below. Start by pinching the shirt at A with your left hand. Pick up B with your right hand. Then, still holding A, carefully cross your right hand over to pick up C. Next, quickly unfold your arms, pulling the t-shirt across. Finally, use the table to fold the shirt back on itself. Conclusion. Now you should have a neatly folded t-shirt. Keeping your room tidy should now be easy. We're not going into how to fold pants today, so you might have to work that out for yourselves. Top tip. If your shirt doesn't look neatly folded, don't give up. It might take a few tries to get it right. Simply lay your shirt flat and start again. Watch the video once you've had a go. Okay, did you manage that? If it was a bit confusing, that's sometimes okay. Sometimes written instructions aren't always that helpful. Sometimes it's quite hard to visualize it in your head what to do. So if you had a go, didn't manage to do that, what we can do is actually show you how to fold a t-shirt, which works really well. And when you mix both how you have written it and also how you are showing it together, it's quite powerful. That's what makes instructions really great. So what made those instructions quite powerful? It might have been hard to follow them, but what made them potentially work for you? There's a few parts that we can definitely dip into here. And again, we've been over these a little bit in the last lesson, but the introduction starts with a rhetorical question. Is your room messy? I mean, everyone's room, well, most people's room is very messy, so it's going to apply to you. It hooks you in, doesn't it? It tells us then that this is a way of folding a shirt in under 2 seconds, so it's quick. It's already piquing my interest, and then tells us what types of shirts it works on, and tells us what we need to start. So it's a very simple introduction, but it captures my interest and tells me everything I need to know before we begin. And then the method is really useful as well. It shows us how exactly to draw vertical or horizontal lines on our t-shirt so that we can prepare ourselves ready to fold it. And the diagram is very, very helpful with that. So diagrams are a really important part of instructions sometimes because they show more complicated methods of what you need to do. Origami is a great example of that, where you'll see step-by-step illustrations, drawings about where you're meant to fold and what you're meant to do next. If anyone's been to IKEA, you can often see that there's hardly any writing on. In fact, there's only ever really writing on the pieces, I believe, just to show you that it's bolt A5721. And so what's really useful here in the method is that it tells us exactly when something happens. It says start by pinching the shirt, and then next we have that bossy verb, the imperative verb, pick up B with your right hand. It tells exactly how to pick it up. So it's very precise. After that, starts with next, and then the last sentence is finally, so it tells us what order everything should go in. It's a really useful way to write out your instructions. And then the conclusion is, it's a really simple thing to do, and the impact is, so now keeping your room tidy should be really easy. Well, the kind of idea is that you should never have a messy room, but we know that's not going to happen. We know it's going to be a tip in a few days. Talking about tips, and then the top tip we have, if your shirt doesn't look neatly folded, don't give up. It might take a few tries to get it right. Simply lay your shirt flat and try again. So there's added information there that might help you to actually finish your job later. We'd like you to go over your instructions that you wrote yesterday. Maybe read them out loud, just because you've given yourself a bit of time since you've written them. Do they still make sense to you? Is there anything that you need to change? Now's a really good time to do that. And today's challenge is to edit your instructions so that you're ready for filming tomorrow. Can you include some of these things that we've gone over? Again, I'll put all of these things at the end of this video. Can you include adverbs of manner? Can you include 2 adjective plus comma sentences? Can you include imperative or bossy verbs? Because I'll be bossy. You're not even can you. You will include imperative bossy verbs. That's me being bossy. I'm such a bossy boy. Can you include rhetorical questions and fronted adverbials? And even diagrams where necessary, just like we saw in my example that I shared today. So just a quick recap before you get going. Adverbs of manner, they describe how and in what way a verb is carried out. Is it quick? Is it slow? Is it calm? Is it cautiously? Clearly, equally, eventually, fast, gently, gracefully, hard, loudly, neatly, powerfully, promptly, or rapidly. And as you can see, a lot of them had the "ly" sound at the end, but not all of them, just like fast and hard didn't. So make sure that you maybe have a dictionary or check out dictionary.com so you can check how you can use those words as adverbs. Dan's top tip. A 2 adjective comma sentence is a fun one to use. It's simple, you just use 2 adjectives but put a comma between them because you're listing the commas there. So Pocketok is a fast-paced, comma, dangerous game for courageous, comma, daring people with a death wish. Or maybe a wish to get close to death by using their elbows. But that just brings a sentence quite nicely to life. And if you've done the El Dorado series with us before, we've used those there in our narrative writing. So they also work in instruction writing. Huzzah! Imperative verbs, you're probably going to use these anyway, but it's good to think about really clear ones or really applicable ones or really good ones that you can use because it just makes your instructions come to life. So having a thesaurus or using thesaurus.com is a great resource that you can use. Just type in your word and make sure you can use the best one. Rhetorical questions, really useful. What's not to like? Do you have a messy room? Do you have jam all over your face? Well, here's the instructions of how to eat donuts without getting jam all around your plate. I call a face a plate. And again, rhetorical questions don't need an answer, but they make the reader think about the answer. So they want to read on and find out what the answer is in your writing. And fronted adverbs are great as well because they tell you when something happens in your instructions. But also they can tell you where something happens as well. Just like you can have fronted adverbials focused on time, now, soon, afterwards, etc. Or on place. So that's it. That's your challenge today. Edit your instructions ready for filming tomorrow. You don't have to use all of those sentence types or features that we've been talking about, but practicing them and making sure you use a few here and there, you'll end up not even thinking about using them. You'll just use them naturally. They're a fantastic resource to use in your brain. Let them flow through your fingers, out your fingers into the pencil lead, and the pencil lead onto the paper, and that's how we write. And finally, when you of course have done that, send it in to us at LitFilmFest on Twitter, info@LitFilmFest on the old email, and on the old Facebook page, LitFilmFest Classrooms. Simples. See ya.